I want to say something very, very important, something that is very bothering. First of all, I want to appreciate our brother, the brain behind Namen TV. What I want to talk about is on Igbo Unification Evangelism. This is a very important cause that we all must take very, very seriously. Namen TV is doing a very good job with his team and a whole lot of other groups, but he is currently in the forefront pushing this ideology genuinely, peacefully, and without seeking for anybody's trouble. This is 21st century. It is Elon Musk who said, "Teach a people to hate themselves and their history, and they are defenseless against mind viruses. They can be reprogrammed with ease." This is exactly the situation in my country. It is just few decades ago, in 60s. I'm not talking about 18th centuries, 19th centuries, 17th centuries. I'm talking about in 20th century. I mean, in 60s. We are all living here together, and today, brothers and sisters, your history is prohibited. There is no history in educational curriculum in Nigeria. That should be atrocious. Today, a whole lot of people are paid money online to push tribalistic agenda, religious agenda, and a whole lot of things that we see every day. Another example is that different scholars of ants are together playing, enjoying themselves, minding their business until somebody shake the container in which they are all in, and they started fighting themselves. This is exactly what they're doing. I will play this short video for you, and you will see what I'm talking about.
But that is where they speak Igbo, they sound Igbo. All of we and the Igbo, we are speaking the same. The only difference of the tongues. There's no difference. There's difference. What's the difference? The difference is that beer, difference they have inside.
I had Namen TV trying to say there are a whole lot of Igbos living in other countries, Caribbeans, in other African countries, South America, and all, across. But I say, it is very important we solidify this unification evangelism in home country first. It is very important for us to understand ourselves first. Our unification is unconditional. It is very, very surprising, very, very mind-blowing, very, very unexplainable that a grown man in River State will be speaking Igbo, doing Igbo, eating Igbo, sleeping Igbo, and tell you that he or she is not an Igbo. The video you saw is an example of what I'm telling you. I thank God some people are recognizing themselves, which is very embarrassing, but at least whenever somebody wakes up, it becomes his or her morning. It is not too late. The Banker people I saw the other day accepting their roots, accepting their originality, embracing themselves and coming together and identifying with their original identity, which is very commended. Embarrassing somehow, but it is not too late. A lot of Igbos in Kogi, in Benue, which have common boundary with Abia, the other way, Enugu, Ebonyi, and we are living together. This divide and rule is the only system, the idea your colonialists brought for their good. Like I told you, Elon Musk said it all, and that is it. And it is happening right now. So it depends on when you wake up. After all, we were here when the colonial masters came and colonized us. Until Zeeks and a whole lot of them, nationalistic forefathers, woke up and started making moves to stop them. Neocolonization is still in the process. It depends on when you wake up, because if you don't stand up, nobody identifies you. If you open your door and keep your belongings carelessly, robbers will rob them. But if you're smart enough to protect yourself and be careful and be responsible and, in fact, accountable and, in fact, protect what belongs to you, the robber wouldn't have access to it. So we are living in a society that is really, really very abnormal. So we will do our best to unify ourselves. Whenever they organize census, you see that the Igbos have a very low number. But if you check the previous census, before the Civil War, you will understand what I'm talking about. The Igbos in Cross River Calabar area, the Isobos, those in Bayelsa area, major part of River State is occupied by the Igbo, even after the Civil War. You know that. So there are landmarks, even as I'm saying this, but that is not something we are going to rush into. It is a gradual process. We see a grown man, a gray-haired man, telling you that he is not an Igbo. He was telling you in Igbo language that he is not an Igbo. He observed 4 market days, he bears Okeke, Okoye, Chukwude, Namde. Then there is no justification. If you say it's not by language, it is not by language alone. Opobo, a whole lot of them, Chibike, Amechi, and all these guys, even Nyesom Wike, all of them are Igbo. They know 100% they are Igbo, but for the political, gain, they keep denying themselves. But that is not what I'm talking about. You can be in your state where politics keep you and still remember that this is who you are. Hausas across the world knows that they are Hausas. Fulanese across the world knows that they are Fulanese. That is applicable to every other tribe, every other ethnic group. Let me keep the tribe apart. Every other ethnic group. So the Igbos wouldn't be different. So the point I want to make here is that this evangelism of Igbo, unification of Igbo evangelism should be rooted on ground, primarily in Nigeria first, before we are taking them outside, because we have a whole lot of work to do. Create your GoFundMe. We will be putting in whatever we have to sponsor you that is in the front line. This is my take. Thank you. If you are an Igbo wherever you are and you're saying you're not an Igbo, you are being something else, not human, because you would think you're helping yourself, you're helping your whoever that is sponsoring you, even if your father told you that. He has been reprogrammed. So you don't need to do that, because if you do,